on my number line, I'm going to need to show more than just our usual 3 numbers.
I came into teaching late in life, and it was a result of all the work I had done with my children in their school. I was lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mom, and my children went to a school where parent involvement was not just encouraged, it was required. But I loved it. There were years that I would be there every day, sometimes drop them off, run some errands, come back. And so from everything involving chaperoning on field trips, being a room mother, being an art docent, helping in the science lab, it took some time before I figured out that it was my passion. I wasn't just doing it for my children. And so when they were older, I went back to college and got my teaching credential. So I come to this profession from a very different place, where I've had great opportunities and experiences with children and seen different issues. And I really view my kids as my kids. So because I was a mother first, I'm their math mom. So I see them as my children, and I teach them as I would want my own children to be taught. My teaching has changed dramatically since the beginning. Looking back little by little, it was really with the implementation of Common Core that I saw the biggest changes, and for the better, because I really believe that students learn best when they're making their own discoveries. So Common Core has allowed me to use a completely different curriculum where the students work in teams. I get the lessons started and they take off and run with it. I'm there as a coach facilitator, and they're really directing their own learning, which is just fantastic. It's made a huge change in classroom management because the students are really engaged in what they're doing, and I'm free to circulate and step in when I need to. I can use proximity without having to interrupt my teaching because the kids are really taking the lead themselves. Being able to view everything through the eye of a parent, first of all, helps me to be a teacher in a community school, because any change that we make, I first see it as a parent. If we're going to have a shortened day, if we're going to make adjustments to things, I always see it as a parent first, and I speak from what I would think of it as a parent. But on the other hand, I have that curricular knowledge that parents don't always hold, and so it's a really nice crossover to find the best for the students and for my children. I couldn't imagine doing anything else, but I also can honestly say I couldn't imagine anything more challenging. So obviously I love a challenge. Teaching is not an 8 to 3 job. It's not 3 months off in the summer, 2 weeks off in the winter, because I don't know a teacher who is not doing professional development, additional coursework, planning curriculum, and I would invite anyone to come in and just spend one day in my classroom from start to finish to see what it's like. I really do not believe all the disdain that some people in the media have for public education. We're doing a really great job. There's just so much more that goes into this job, and if you really want to make a difference for kids, you're doing a lot outside of the classroom as well.